bulking versus cutting. If you've been in the fitness landscape long enough, you've probably heard these two words being thrown around quite a bit. Without further ado, let's get started with bulking. By the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is FitVic, and I present you with fitness contents, helping you reach your goals. So if you like what you see, subscribe, like, comment, and let's talk about what we came here to talk about. So you need three things to make this happen. You need a caloric surplus, you need adequate training with progressive overload, and you need adequate rest, which is sleep. So I'm gonna break down all three of these. So for a caloric surplus, you need to eat above your maintenance. So let's say you eat 2,000 calories every day, and that's what it takes to keep your weight as it is. You need to eat about 200 to 500 calories more. So if you're eating 2,000 calories regularly, if you're trying to bulk, you need to eat at least 2,200 to 2,500 calories. This is because muscle building is an energy consuming process. Your body needs energy to actually build muscle. It's an anabolic process, so it needs energy to do that. So you need to give your body this extra energy by food. You can only do it through food, so rack up those calories. Now, the next one, which is training. Adequate training with progressive overload. You need to lift weights to actually put on muscle. Duh. But with this, if you're trying to get your body to put on more muscle, you need to lift more weights. You need to keep challenging your body. If you were lifting 135 yesterday when you went to the gym, the next day or the next week, you're supposed to be lifting, add 5 or 10 pounds to that weight and lift that. That's how you keep challenging your body. Your body is going to keep adapting and it's going to build more muscle. Now, you don't always have to put more weight to the bar. You can actually increase your reps. So if you were doing 8 reps, you can do 10 reps the next time you go in. And you can also increase the number of sets. So if you were doing 3 sets, you can start doing 4 sets. Now this is progressive overload, and you keep doing that over time, and you're gonna keep putting on more muscle. Now the third one, which a lot of people don't do, a lot of people just forget about this one, is actually rest. Rest is when your body is actually recovering, and this is when the muscle building process is actually taking place. So if you're not getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night, then you're not resting enough. You need to rest more. And these 3 things, if you do them consistently, and let me say that again, you have to do these things consistently to actually do a successful bulk. That's when you can actually say, okay, my bulk was successful. If you're very inconsistent, you're probably not gonna put on any muscle, or you might put on some muscle, but not as much muscle as you could have put on. So that is it when it comes to bulking. Now let's talk about cutting. Okay guys, so that sun was literally frying the melanin off my skin, and I couldn't take it anymore. So I had to find a shade to continue. But so cutting is the period of time. Now, by the way, your bulking cycle should definitely be way longer than your cutting cycle, because it is very difficult. It's very muscle building is a very slow process for your body. Your body is not going to put on like 20 pounds of muscle in a week. No matter what you take, you could be on all the drugs in the world, you are not going to get there. It's a very slow process. So your bulking cycle should typically be between at least 4 months. At least 4 months. If you want a good bulk, it should be at least between 4 to 6 months. Now for cutting, this is the time when You're trying to get shredded. You're trying to get that six-pack to show. You're trying to get all the muscles to pop. You know, it's summertime. You want to go to the beach. You want to go everywhere. As girls would like to call it, toning. They say toning. Yes, toning is actually another word for cutting for my ladies over here. So this is for you, because ladies always like, they always want to tone. I don't understand. But anyways, so for cutting, you need three things for cutting. Now, you need a caloric deficit. That's the first one. You need to increase your activity, which is the second one. And you need adequate rest or sleep. As you can see, sleep is very important. Between those two, sleep is general. It's very important that you take your rest, you sleep. So let's break this down. For a caloric deficit, you just do the opposite of what you did for bulking. So with bulking, when you were bulking, you added 200 to 500 calories on your caloric maintenance. So if you were eating 2,000 calories, now you're eating 2,200 to 2,500 calories, right? For cutting, you do the exact opposite. But with cutting, you take it slower, okay? So you subtract at least 200 calories from your maintenance, but not more than, I would say, don't even go more than 500. Don't try to go more than 500. Even 400 is pushing it. Because what happens with cutting is, if you cut your calories down too low, you are gonna start losing muscle. You're gonna start losing muscle. And a lot of people, you don't want to lose muscle. You spend 6 months building all this muscle, and now you enter into a cut, and then you lost all the muscle. So what did you do for the bulk? Nothing, right? That's just a wasted 6 months. So you want to take this slow. If you can start with 100 calories, you start with 100 calories, and then when you see you hit a plateau and you can't lose any more weight, then you drop it down a little bit more to, let's say, 200 calories, and then you keep going. But I would say don't go lower than 500 calories, because at that point you're in starvation mode. Your body thinks you're dying, so your body doesn't even want to lose weight anymore. So that's the caloric deficit. And the second thing is increase your activity. So if you are sitting on the couch all day in your house watching Netflix, not doing anything, and you think you're gonna lose weight doing that, bro, you're just kidding yourself. You're not gonna do it. So you need to increase your activity. Go out for a walk. Go out with your friends. Go out to the beach. That's why people have a better chance achieving a good cut in the summer, because summer is when everybody's trying to go out, right? In the winter, if you told me you were cutting in the winter, I would look at you and be like, yeah, okay. Because in the winter, you're not going out. You're all cuddled up at home. There is snow everywhere. It's cold. No one's going anywhere. So if you want to cut properly, make sure you increase your activity. This could be anything, right? You could do cardio, which is, basically go to the gym, walk on a treadmill, do whatever. Increase your activity. You're receiving a phone call. Don't sit on your decks to receive a phone call. Walk around, receive the phone call. Any little thing, it's going to help. It is going to help. And then for the third thing is sleep. So as I said, in bulking, you need to sleep. You just need to sleep, because this is when your body gets to recharge. This is when your body gets to reset, and then you have enough energy to go out and do all the other activities that you want to do. So you need sleep. Now, which one should you do? Bulking versus cutting. Now, this is just going to be personal preference, right? For me, I spend most of my time bulking. That's why you hardly see me be less than 10% body fat. I'm always between 12 and 14% body fat. That's my bulking body fat percentage. So I always like to stay there because my main goal is putting on muscle. And then in the summer, okay, for a photo shoot or whatever it is, I can cut down, go do that, and then I'm back to bulking. I don't stay in a cut for longer than a month, because when you push a cut longer than a month, you run the risk of losing muscle, right? So you want to, it depends on if you are overweight, you might benefit more from a cut than a bulk. If you are underweight, then you definitely will benefit more from a bulk than a cut. So do whatever your preference is, and so that's all it is to bulking and cutting. It's very simple. You just do these three things, either for bulking and for cutting, consistently, and you're gonna see a lot of gains. Now that's the video for today. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment anything you want to see. You can also go follow me on my Instagram. I'm gonna put it somewhere on the screen. I don't know where, but you're just gonna see it. Take care, guys.